What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Yak Attack Football coming in, giving you guys some Week 6 NFL predictions. Last week was a great week, guys. Didn't get the 3 for 3. We got 2 out of 3, but one of them in particular meant a lot to me. Um, it was the New York Football Giants going out there, shocking the world, playing an all-around game, guys. Offensively, we had over 400 yards, rookie running back, ground and pound, 129 yards, Tyrone Tracy Jr. Man, we really shocked people with him playing great. And then Daniel Jones, like I told you guys, he was going to be effective against that shaky Seattle defense. He did just that. Darius Slayton, I apologize. I said I didn't understand why you were so much above Jalen Hyatt on the depth chart. And guys, he proved me wrong. This dude balled the hell out. Smoked the Seahawks. Wan'Dale Robinson was productive, like I said. Had a key drop, though. But he was very good. He got the crossing route touchdown on Julian Love. Ralphie's Love jersey. Maybe Julian Love wish he was still on the Giants. I know I want him on the Giants, but, Wan'Dale had to humble him a little bit. So I was happy to see that. I laughed at that. I just wanted y'all to see Ralphie again real quick. Ralphie was sad that Julian Love got smoked on that shallow cross. So, like I said, man, the Giants, middle of the road kind of team, but everybody was, bottom 5. Daniel Jones stinks. And Daniel Jones 40 M's don't look too bad when you're seeing guys like Tua with 50-plus M's and Trevor Lawrence with 50-plus M's not being as productive. In Tua's case, more so, why did you give him that money and he's always getting concussions? Because I think Tua is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, but not when you include injuries. I think Daniel Jones is somebody who is a lot more durable than you think. Even though he got hurt with the torn ACL, you see how physical he played in that Seattle game? He's a bigger dude, so I just feel like he's more of he's going to be able to be a quarterback for 10 years. Where Tua, I look at Tua's size, his lack of speed, I don't really see him, being a long-term quarterback. But with that being said, guys, let's get to these picks. Crazy week. Not it's actually unusually usual because past few weeks have been a lot of dogs outright winning or dogs covering, but it was kind of chalky week 5. Only 3 dogs won. We had the Giants winning. We had the getting lost on who else won. Forgive me. The Bills Texans swapped. But jeez. Yes. The damn Cowboys. That game was delayed. The Cowboys won that game. And the Cardinals won on that crazy interception at the end of the game. So those were the 3 dogs that won. Everybody else was favorited. So, like I said, a lot of dogs win. I only got 1 dog this weekend. We starting with that one. Guys, Tampa Bay. However you can get it. I'm seeing it at 2.5 right now. Pay the extra vig like I told you guys to get the field goal. Tampa Bay is going to beat New Orleans, guys. And I got one key stat to prove it to you. Baker Mayfield in his entire career, 10-4-1 after a loss and being underdogged. Simply put, what I like about Baker Mayfield, the guy's got an underdog spirit. Even as a Heisman winner in Oklahoma, he was a walk-on. Number 1 pick, doubted. Guy reads these articles. Guys reads the tabloids. This guy's, in a good way, he's very passionate about the game. And I feel like when he got that lit fuse, when he's got that fuse lit, he's a very good quarterback. Like I told you, surgical, gonna beat you with all of his guys. He's not the kind of guy that gets the hot hand with a particular guy. That's why in the previous video I kind of alluded to the fact that Kirk Cousins is more of a guy that you want to have on your team if you got a guy that can hit you deep. Kirk's gonna get that there. Baker's way more surgical, more intermediate, and way more like pass friendly, whereas like guys 1 through 4 are getting the ball. And I think that's going to matter against a New Orleans defense that is very sound, and they are at home and they have a good home crowd. But I think Baker is not afraid of that because Baker did that last year, guys. The 10-4-1 in one of those wins, Baker Mayfield came off a loss and then went into New Orleans as an underdog and blew them out 26-9. So yeah, I also think there's a little emotional element to it too because Tampa has to travel outside of Florida early because of the hurricane season stuff. So I think they're going to be galvanized by that. They're going to be on the road for a while. They're going to, like I said, that loss stings. That Atlanta loss that I predicted stings. I think Antoine Winfield Jr. is going to get back on the field for this one. And the run defense is great with Vita Vea. Offense is sound. Bucky Irvin and Rashad White are a pretty good 1-2 punch. Pretty average. But it's all Baker needs. Baker gets it done, guys. Take Baker with the points. 2, 2.5, 3. Doesn't matter. I think they outright win, but better safe than sorry. Take some points. In the next game, we're going to take the Lions -3 against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys coming off to me, a shaky win. Dak Prescott was Jekyll and Hyde. He was dealing on the Pittsburgh Steelers. But then he would have these random just taking a bad sack or throwing an idiotic interception in the corner end zone. And CeeDee Lamb wildly underthrown. Dak is just not a reliable quarterback, and Dallas Cowboy fans love to overhype them after a big win. So this is a classic letdown spot for the Dallas Cowboys, guys. And the Lions have a motivating factor to get this W. Last year, both teams were around like 11-5 or whatever, and the Lions lost the game on a controversial call where they had went for 2, told the referee to declare their lineman eligible, got the trick play touchdown to the lineman, and then they called it back, and then they lost. So I think the Lions are wearing that on their sleeves, and they're gonna go out there and get this win. They're coming off a bye week. They played great complementary football. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, the best 1-2 punch in the league at running back. I like taking them right off of them getting hot. They smoked Seattle on Monday Night Football. They look like they finally got their groove. Jared Goff, 18 for 18. That's a historic kind of game. So I think he's got a good rhythm. And it's like, hey, but you talking about classic letdown for the Cowboys, so why isn't it a classic letdown for the Lions? Well, the reason why I'm saying it's not going to be a letdown for the Lions is because the Dallas Cowboys do not have the defense that they typically have to slow the Lions down. Because the Lions, Pro Football Focus ranks them as the #1 offensive line in the league. And the stats and analytics back that up, guys. These guys will push you and get you to the second level. And not having Micah Parsons out there with a high ankle sprain, they said he's probably going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. Even if he came out there, you know he's going to be limited. And then you got DeMarcus Lawrence on the IR. How does that sound like a defensive line that's going to prevent the Lions from getting David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs in the second level in the A-gap? So, like I said, guys, I like the Lions -3 on that one. Dallas, classic letdown spot. Everybody's going to overhype them. The bookies are going to love taking that Cowboys money. And we're going to take their money too. Let's go with the Lions -3. All right, guys. And the last one is, don't call me a hater, but the last one is a little bit of a shocker. I am going to take the Ravens -6.5 against the hot Washington no-names. The Washington Commanders, as they call, but I'm calling them no-names. They gotta win a playoff game before I call them the Commanders. How about that? So the reason why I'm picking the Ravens to blow out the Washington no-names is simply the run defense. Jaden Daniels has been sensational, leading the league in completion percentage. Guy doesn't even look like a rookie. I thought C.J. Stroud was the best rookie quarterback I ever seen, but Jaden Daniels said, hold my beer, I guess. Yeah, he's old enough to drink a beer, but you get the point. Jaden Daniels came out here shocking the world. I knew he was going to be a great quarterback on the run, but, man, the way he's surgical throwing this ball, it is shocking. Terry McLaurin is the real deal, Buckeye at Ohio State, but, I mean, the touchdown he threw to Diami Brown against the Browns, man. No pun intended. That was very impressive. I see the accuracy that I've never seen from a running quarterback, to be quite honest with you. So a lot of people are going to run to take Washington because of that. But I actually think this game is going to look similar to the way Tampa Bay blew out Washington. Because Tampa Bay is another team that could stop the run with Vita Vea in that front. And Washington looked a little discombobulated when they don't have the methodical 50-50 run-pass ability. So with Jaden Daniels having to be more pass-centric with a good pass rush that the Ravens have, and the Ravens are great up front. I mean, Kyle Hamilton at strong safety, guys. I mean, I'm letting y'all. To me, he's the best strong safety in football. The guy is absolutely all over the field. I haven't seen a run-stopping safety like him since Cam Chancellor. Bam, Cam Chancellor from the Legion of Boom Seahawks. The Ravens are great up front. They're a little leaky in the pass defense. You know, I'm being honest, but I don't think that they have to worry about Jaden Daniels just dicing them up on the deep ball because they had that rush and they could stop the run. So, and you guys seen Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was sensational against Cincinnati. Derrick Henry actually played a really bad game aside from that big 50-yard scamper to ice the game in overtime. But I think Derrick Henry gets loose. Washington can't stop a nosebleed. Washington's not good. Washington is not good on defense, period, which is crazy to me because they have Dan Quinn at D coordinator, who was a great D coordinator, but I guess they just don't have the personnel. And if you're running with a defense that doesn't have the personnel to stop the Ravens' unique running offense, we saw what happened to Buffalo, right? Buffalo, they seem to be more of a passing defense, pass rush kind of team. They look like they don't want to get dirty in the trenches, and I don't think Washington wants to get in the trenches either, guys. We're taking the Ravens -6.5. Get that early, guys, because I think that point spread is going to go up. I think once people start really thinking about it and thinking about maybe Washington turning into pumpkins, like the Cinderella story, people will start running to take the Ravens. Ravens under a touchdown is a lock to me, guys. So, like I said, with that being said, that's my 3 picks. We got Tampa +2.5, 3 against the Saints on the road. Baker Mayfield being a resilient quarterback after a loss. Then I said the second one we liked was the Lions getting revenge from that controversial Cowboys loss last year, coming off the bye week with that amazing offensive line. And we got the Ravens stomping out the Washington no-names with their amazing run defense and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry just being sensational in the running game. All right, guys, let's get this 3 for 3. I'm itching to get that perfect week for you guys. Like I said, 12-8-1, 60. I think that's 60%. So we're doing good, but I want to get you guys the 3 for 3. So let's do it, guys. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace. Yak yak.